going on, everyone? Welcome back to another edition of BKNY Hoops. If you are new to the channel, I'm your host, as always, Rashid White. All right, you guys see the title, you see the thumbnail. Day'ron Sharpe has some off-season workouts that he's actually doing. He's working on his ball handling, he's working on his shooting, and he's actually working on his rebounding, and ahead of his contract. So where was all this improvement before? Like the first 3 years? I don't know. Suddenly he's up for a contract and all of a sudden he's actually putting in work. Seems like we've seen this story before, you know, from like guys like Ben Simmons, right? We've seen all these off-season workout videos, working on his three-point shot, working on his free throws, and then when it gets into like real game scenarios, you don't really see much of it. So here's the article right here. It comes from SI, and let's see. Here we go. All right, here we go over here. And y'all see it, the title over here, Nets Day'ron Sharpe impresses. Ooh, we expanded skill set. Okay. And these are actual rebounding drills. But we know he can actually rebound, man. You know, we know he can do that. That's one of his strengths. We just got to see him work on those weaknesses. It says Sharpe's three-point ability is being developed further this summer in addition to a host of other abilities ahead of his restricted free agency. In a video posted by ex-user Nets Kingdom AJ, Sharpe has been working on his handling, shooting, and rebounding. It says as rumors continue swirling about censor, and this is from Nets ex handle over here. It says the evident development of his backup is encouraging. The most striking aspect of the footage is a drill to work on Sharpe's offensive rebounding, an area he already excelled at in 24-25 this past season over here. Surrounded by 5 individuals boxing him out, Sharpe repeatedly fought through the contact en route to a putback. All right, okay, who's actually doing that, man? You know, is it regular guys like myself, like 6'3", 6'2", 6'1" guys, or it's actual real like NBA centers, man? You know, that's the what you want to really look for right there, man. Okay, so we're gonna get into like the scouting report of Day'ron, and I know you guys be like, you're rolling your eyes at me, yo, BK with the scouting report, you know. But listen, this is crucial in seeing where a player actually started out from and where he currently is right now. And it talks about Sharpe's continued development to make Claxton expendable, but it will also affect the Nets draft night plans. Malawach and Derek Queen. Listen, Malawach and Derek Queen are better than Sharpe right here, right now. All right? There's no like, oh, well, listen, we don't, well, let me not even say that right now, man. Let me see these guys actually play in the NBA game, you know. But from the potential, when you look at like what Derek Queen and Malawach is actually doing in college compared to what Day'ron was doing, like they're better prospects, right? And we shouldn't be focusing on Day'ron, where you actually have better draft prospects, like better replacements coming over here, man. I guess Sean Marks, you know, believes in loyalty, man. So, you know, I guess credit him for that, you know. So, where the hell was I, man? Okay, so it says, at this version of Sharpe that fans will be treated to next season. Yeah, listen, man. He's not gonna be Joel Embiid, all right? He's not gonna just start working on his ball handling, and then miraculously in one offseason, he's gonna come out with a 40% 3-point shooting, like ball handling, playmaking. It doesn't really work like that. So, of course, this is all contingent on Sharpe being brought back first. First, Brooklyn must extend a $5.9 million qualifying offer to the 23-year-old, and that's something I'm not really against, man. I mean, that's not that bad. There is value in Day'ron Sharpe, especially like right now. I would say based on his production would be more like of a third string center, because you'll get a good game out of him, like an impactful game out of him, like every like 9 or 10 games. Let's say if he was to play consistently, but again, there's a lot of injuries. But there are better prospects that we could potentially see. Let me use the word potential because, these guys actually have to play. We're looking at Danny Wolf, Maxime Renard, Derek Queen. There's a lot of guys, man. A lot of guys around his height, as a matter of fact, 6'9"ish. That shows much more promise than Day'ron as of right now. But 5.9 to bring him back, it's not really that bad though, man. And it says if Sharpe continues to evolve into a more versatile player, Fernandez could theoretically experiment him by playing him at the 4. Standing at 6'9". I would want him at the 5 and as a stretch 5 to actually bring rim protectors out. He can work on that 3, and then he can actually set the ball screens because he is 265 pounds. I mean, he would be a huge, like a huge, what's the word I'm actually trying to use over here, man? He would definitely be huge for the Brooklyn Nets. So let's go into the scouting report over here, man. And his NBA comparisons when he first came out of college was Reggie Perry, and then Strips was saying a true throwback big man. So we don't really see that. We don't really see him posting up or anything like that. He doesn't really play with much force, and that was my real big knock against him. He's 6'9", 265 pounds. Hopefully he loses a little weight, but like if he's going up against like a guy like Derek Lively, for example, he's 235 pounds, man, you need to dominate that matchup, bro. You need to get at least 12 to 16 something points because you could just merely overpower the guy, man. So that's what I want to see from Day. You don't really see that. He's a little passive. So it says Sharpe has great timing and athleticism. Plenty of thunderous rejections for the Tar Heels. So that's, again, college and the pros is two totally different things. The length and the NBA is different from the guys in college, man. They're just much longer and way more athletic. And then the weaknesses, again, like if you are going to run your offense through Day'ron Sharpe, you have to actually slow your offense down, right? And, unless he can, be extreme, I'm talking extremely efficient. The NBA right now has evolved into a pace and space league, so meaning they want to actually really get the ball downfield quickly, and they don't want to slow the offense down, man. It says interior big men who aren't a 3 from deep have become less and less useful. Yeah, exactly, man. So you need more skilled bigs. That's really going to actually help you win. Right now, Sharpe is just totally one-dimensional. And what was it over here, man? What was it? He's one-dimensional. Right now, he's a good rebounder. Not a great finisher around the basket. His free throw shooting actually has to improve. Yeah, 50%. And my thing is now we actually see him working on a lot of these weaknesses. This was in, I forgot when he was drafted, 3 or 4 years ago. And now he's just starting to work on these things. The his 1.4 assists per game is not good. That's not really good, man. I mean, they say he's actually really a good passer. I'm not going to even but again, they just don't run the offense through him like that, and he needs to be able to command a second defender, to see those passing skills, All right, I mean, I would say keep him until you can see what if they do. I mean, Danny Wolf has been linked to the Brooklyn Nets. Until you see what these guys look like, there is value in Day'ron Sharpe. He's shown a little promise in terms of being able to shoot the 3 ball. I mean, he took a couple attempts this past season, but I wouldn't expect anything huge right now, unless I would say if he's just starting to work on it. I would say another 2 to 3 years if he's really, really committed to actually working on his game, man. All right, so definitely comment, subscribe, certainly share this video. When you share, the universe certainly shares back with you. Peace.